YouTube and welcome back to my channel this afternoon. Today's video is going to be uploaded a bit late, but I still wanted to sit down and film for you guys my top 15 beauty products for 2015. So without further ado, let me just jump right into the products. So I'm going to start off with some hair care products. You guys know that I have such really unmanageable hair and I try everything that you could possibly think of. So one shampoo that I absolutely loved last year was the Paul Mitchell Apui Wild Ginger Shampoo. So it looks like this, and I picked this up last time I went to my hairdresser. He did such an amazing job with cutting and styling my hair, and he used the shampoo and I loved it. So this is the 8.5 fluid ounce. It lasted like a month and a half, and I know that's not necessarily, I guess, long enough to say that this was like a favorite for 2015, but if I were to say my favorite shampoo that I've ever tried in 2015, it was this one, hands down. It smells amazing, it performed amazing, and Paul Mitchell is cruelty free, so I think that on top of everything else is pretty amazing. The next product is a shower gel, and you guys have probably already guessed what it is. It is Lush's Rose Jam Shower Gel. The scent of the shower gel is like one of the best scents in the entire world, I have to say. So it's citrusy because it has a little bit of lemon, but it's sweet because it has like the rose floral scent, and mixed together, it's just the best scent. Now, if you watched my last video or like the video before, you guys know that I missed out on purchasing Rose Jam this year, which isn't the end of the world. Well, when I was like at Lush and I realized it was all gone, it was the end of the world to me. But then I like came back down to reality and I was like, it's not the end of the world. Everything happens for a reason. Now I'll be able to try a bunch of other scents at Lush and just through other cruelty-free brands for all of 2016. But this stuff, hands down, my favorite shower gel of 2015. You guys also know how much I love the Ahava Mineral Shower Gel, so that's an honorable mention. It's my second like favorite shower gel. I feel like this one and the Ahava tie, so they're like my favorites. I just didn't have the Ahava one to show you guys. The next product is a makeup removing product, and this is the Sonia Kashuk Eye Makeup Remover, and it looks like this. I picked this up at Target. I've gone through so many bottles of this eye makeup remover. It is amazing. It's gentle. It doesn't irritate my eyes, and it takes off all my makeup, which is essentially what you want your eye makeup removers to do. It's nothing like absolutely spectacular, but it is cruelty free. It's pretty like accessible. I order it through Target.com, or I'll just pick it up when I remember and I'm at Target. And I think it's amazing. So I really like this. And then I have one other makeup removing product. These are the e.l.f. Studio Makeup Removing Cleansing Cloths. So they look like this. And number one, these are so affordable. They're $3 for 20 wipes in each package. They have a clasp so they don't dry out. And I store them face down so that way all the saturation goes to the wipes that I'm going to be using next. I usually order these when e.l.f.'s website is 50% off and it's free shipping, so I get these for $1.50. I will have to mention one thing is that they're very thin, so they're not like very saturated, and I wear a lot of makeup, so I can take off a majority of my makeup with just one wipe. But if you guys wear less makeup than myself, you probably won't even run into that issue. And then I have one other hair care product, and it's my hair dye. I'm obsessed with it. It's Vidal Sassoon's 5 Art London Lilac, and it just is the prettiest dark like lilac shade. I just recently dyed my hair. I've been like getting my friends onto this hair dye as well. I know Meg from Meg's Makeup 8 just recently picked this up for the first time and dyed her hair, and Meg, it looks amazing on you. So I love this stuff. It fades to a really pretty color as well, and it's really affordable. I pick mine up on drugstore.com, and it's usually like $8 or $10 a box, and I think that's really affordable considering I used to literally pay like $200 to go to the salon every like 6 weeks to get my red done. So I decided I'm going to save myself the money, and I just do it myself. So I think it's a pretty decent job, right? Now we're moving into makeup, which is the rest. Now I have a ton of makeup, you guys know. I have like a makeup shopping addiction. I've just accumulated so much, and like I always go back to the reasoning that like, oh, I have a YouTube channel. So I have so many products, and it was a little bit difficult to pick the ones that I loved for 2015 because I use so many different brands and so many different types, and I do a lot of layering with my makeup. But I literally picked the ones that sit on my vanity on top that I reach for on like an everyday basis. So it wasn't too hard. I do have some honorable mentions, and I do have like 2 products and some like 1 category, which I counted as just like 1 product. I know that's probably cheating, but the alternative was I was going to do a high-end 2015 favorites beauty video and then a drugstore one, and I was like, 30 products might be a bit overwhelming to talk about. So starting off with foundation, you guys know my like favorite hands down foundation ever is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. And so I have now, as you can tell, these are very light. The 20 is actually what matches me currently, but I also have the NC 15. Sorry, I think that was just my sister calling just to see if I had let the dogs out yet. But I also have the NC 15 as well, which I actually use to lighten up other foundations that I have that are a bit more dark for me. But I love this foundation. It's what I have on today. I think it leaves the most flawless finish that I've ever used with the foundation. It's a medium coverage. You can build it up to almost be full coverage. I have oily combination skin, and it always keeps my oils in check. So love this foundation. I have one other foundation from the drugstore that I am obsessed with, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. So this is my empty one. This is in the shade 105, and I used this up like maybe a month or 2 ago, and I loved it so much that I ended up going back and repurchasing it in the shade 104 Golden Beige. So I figured this is going to match me a little bit better, and this is hands down the best foundation that I've ever used from the drugstore. It beats out any other foundation that I've talked about in the past, and it's literally like a high-end foundation that they sell at the drugstore. It performs just as well as any like Estee Lauder, NARS, MAC foundation that I've ever tried in the past. So amazing job, L'Oreal, for coming up with that formulation. Moving on to concealers. This is where I'm starting to have 2 products in one. And so the first concealer, well, we'll just count this as half a concealer and the other concealer is half concealer, is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. So it looks like this. This is empty as well. You guys know I was obsessed with this Doe Foot Applicator Concealer. It is the best concealer to use underneath your eyes to brighten. It's opaque, it's full coverage. You can blend it out easily without it actually, I'm so sorry. Let me just take this 1 second. Hi, Kim. Hi. I'm in the middle of filming, so can I give you a call back? All right, bye. And the best part is I can't even edit that out because I just don't have the time and the energy to do that right now. So this is an amazing concealer, and it's $29, I think. I know that's a little bit pricey for concealer, I'm not gonna lie. But the other concealer that I absolutely love is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and as you can tell, like I barely have any left. So this concealer is awesome. This is in the shade Creamy Beige, and I use this underneath my eyes as well. It's a little bit thicker of a consistency than most concealers that I'm used to, but it doesn't crease and it blends out really nice. It's very opaque and it does a great job of highlighting. I usually blend the NARS one out with my finger, and then I will blend the LA Girl Pro Concealer out with a beauty blender, just because the Pro Concealer is a little bit thicker to just like blend out with your finger. So love both of these concealers. And then moving on to eyeshadow. So this has been my go-to palette that I've been reaching for ever since I got it. And it is the Tartelette palette. You guys know I love matte shades. And as you can see, like all of these ones that you can no longer see the Tarte on them pretty much, I reach for. So hands down the best matte palette that I have ever used in my entire life. Not in just 2015, but these matte eyeshadows are beautiful. They're more on the cool side, and they have like a lot of like purpley and then taupey brown shades, which you guys know is like my absolute favorite to wear on my eyes. So the quality of this palette is amazing, and I mean, like, if I had to get rid of every palette that I own and just keep one, like, hands down, this is the one I would keep, because it just, the quality of these shadows, they're super creamy and they're blendable and they just look amazing. And they're very opaque. Even the light colored shades are very opaque in my opinion. Now moving on to, should we do blush or bronzer? Let's do blush. So moving on to blush, this was a really easy one as well. It's my NARS palette, and I chose my NARS palette because I figured I would cheat because it has multiple blushes on it, and I couldn't decide which blushes from NARS that I wanted to include that I own like in single form. So I just picked my palette. I love NARS blushes. I think they, first of all, they were one of the first high-end blushes that I ever purchased in my entire life. My sister, I had bought in some single ones, and my sister actually picked up this palette for me like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I forget, whenever the Guy Boarding collection came out around the holiday season. And I love these blushes. They're so pretty and they're very pigmented. They don't go on patchy or streaky, and they last for like the entire day. So my favorite blushes of all time would probably be like NARS, MAC, and then I'm gonna show you an honorable mention that really surprised me this last year. So this is the only Tarte blush that I own, and I want to own more. It's just that I own so many blushes, and if like, who goes through a whole blush? Like, I've gone through a couple of my entire life of wearing makeup for 16 years. So I don't want to, like, I don't necessarily want to buy so many high-end blushes just because, like, I feel like I'll never actually use them completely up. But I did buy this one, and this is the Tartelette Celebrated Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. And first of all, what got me is the packaging. Like, look how cute that is. And this is a blush that you put on, and it's very light, but I feel like it's supposed to, like, adjust. Not like adjust, but it's just like a really natural, pretty, like your cheeks but better kind of blush. And when I originally bought it, I was very hesitant because I was super tan, and this showed up really like powdery and patchy, and like it showed up wonky on my skin because this was so light, and then my like skin was actually very tan. But now that I'm an MC20, it actually works really well. I'm not wearing it today because I'm wearing NARS's Orgasm, but I really love this blush, and I was so shocked because I didn't think I was gonna like it. But as you can tell, like, I've used it a lot. Like, all the print, like the overlay has disappeared because I've been using it. And then moving on to bronzing, contouring. 2015 was like the year of contour and highlight. I used to never contour my face. Now, I would bronze up my face a ton, and I mean, like, I used to use a ton of bronzer. But then for 2015, I literally just focused on not using bronzer and just contouring, and like, I know there is literally every single company in the world in the makeup community has come out with a contouring kit. But I have to say, my favorite is the Anastasia Beverly Hills contouring kit. So it looks like this. You can tell mine's a little bit banged up because I use it so much. But I literally like every single one of these shades to contour with. Now, I thought I was gonna love the highlighting set, but like, or to set my under eye area, but I don't use it. Like, I use the banana one because of course it's yellow, and you guys know how much I love to set my under eye with yellow. But I mean, the contouring kit is so easy to use. It's crazy. It looks so natural. They blend out so smooth, and maybe it's because I don't own a ton of contouring kits, but I have to say, like, I have been so satisfied with this one that I haven't really felt the urge to go out and buy like every other brand's contouring kit. Now, I will say that I did recently pick one up, but you'll see it in a future haul, but I haven't even opened it yet. So love this, and I love Anastasia Beverly Hills products. I love their eyebrow products. I love their lip products. So of course, no surprise that I love their contour products. And then for a highlight, I had a favorite one from Physicians Formula, which I can show you right now for the beginning half of the year. And it is this one. This is the Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls and Translucent Pearls. So it looks like this. But then the other half of 2015, I ended up really liking the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips in Riviera Strip. And that one looks like this. So I feel like I got more use out of this one. It's what I'm wearing today, and every day I get a compliment when I wear this. So absolutely hands down the best. It kind of reminds me of the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Strips, but it's, I don't know. First of all, this is like 10 times more affordable because you can get these at the drugstore, and I just love that glow. You guys know how much I am about that highlight and that glow. And I feel like I lost track of the number of items, but I think I counted this as one as well. Maybe I should have done a 15 high-end and a 15 drugstore video separately. But I only have a couple more products, so just hang in there, guys. We're almost done. So for lashes, hands down, my favorite company of all time has always been Ardell. They're affordable. The band is really thin. They're like very voluminous and full, but yet natural. And they're very comfortable to wear and apply, even if you're brand new at wearing false lashes. So of course, I have these. And then I have like some more that I haven't completely used up. And then I do want to mention a couple other ones that I actually have been using recently. The double ups, I don't have them because I just saved these to show you guys in my empties, and then I store them when I'm not wearing them, but I also store them in a lash case as well. The soft touches, and then the glamours, you guys. So as you can see, I wear a lot of Ardell lashes, and they're my favorite. They're very affordable, and usually at CVS they're buy one get one half off, or they're like 20% off. So great value, and I reuse my Ardell lashes at least, I want to say like 3 or 4 or 5 times before I toss one pair. So I think they're definitely well worth purchasing. I have never really gravitated towards buying other lashes from the drugstore just because I've always really loved using the Ardell ones, but I really wouldn't be opposed. It's just that Ardell is cruelty free, so that makes me happy. It makes Olivia happy, you know, and the world can go round. And then last but not least, I have some eyeliners and some eyebrow products. So these are gonna be like half and half, which equals one product. So eyebrows, of course, you guys know I am all about my eyebrows, and I feel like if you look back at my past videos, you can just see when I was changing which products I was using and how heavy-handed I was. But this was my absolute favorite eyebrow product of 2015, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Auburn. So and that is how much I have left. That is not, well, that's a lot. Like, that will last me for a while. But, I mean, if you can tell, like, clearly I love this product. I use that much up. And then the other eyebrow product that I have been obsessed with is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And this one is in the shade Chocolate. It's completely used up, so I can't do a swatch. But super, super comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, except I actually like the NYX one better. And I did just see that Anastasia came out with another brow pencil, I believe. It has like more of a slanted angle, so I'm interested in trying that. But I love Anastasia brow products, and I love the NYX brow products. So hands down, my 2 top favorite brow products of 2015. And then the last thing is eyeliners. I go through eyeliners like it's nobody's business, probably because I like my top lash line really thick, so I tend to use up eyeliner like pretty consistently. So the pencil one that I want to mention, and it's not just necessarily this shade because I own this in literally multiple shades, and I have like another one floating around here too. This is the Milani Liquid Eye Liquid Like Eyeliner Pencil, and this one is in the shade number 05 Brown. So as you can tell, I've used a lot of this brown one up. It's the one I'm wearing today, and I love Milani eyeliners. I've loved every single Milani eyeliner I've ever tried, but these pencil ones, they are so creamy, but they don't transfer and they don't smudge and they don't like get onto your lid or anything. So amazing. They're so pigmented and they're so creamy and easy to work with. So love these. And then the other liner is probably going to be no surprise. It's a liquid eyeliner, and this is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It looks like this. I've purchased this many times. Holy grail status for eyeliner. Probably the best eyeliner I've ever used to do a cat eye. So easy, like hands down, so easy. And my struggle is always very real. So I was going to include a high-end mascara and a drugstore mascara, except I think I chalked all my high-end mascara empties, and I have like a couple other high-end ones, but I haven't even opened them, so I can't like actually tell you that they're a favorite of mine from last year if I haven't even opened them this year. So I will mention one drugstore one, and it is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black, and it looks like this. And look at the baby brush, but the baby brush is the reason why I love it so much. It's just so like easy to like comb through your lashes. It gives the best lash effect. It's very comparable to the way, now of course this doesn't want to go back into the tube. It's very comparable to the way MAC's Upward Lash performs. So highly like recommend if you're looking for a drugstore mascara that separates and like really coats every lash, try this one out. I think you'll absolutely like it if you can get over the fact that the brush is so tiny. So my battery is blinking, so it's literally going to shut off any minute now. But I wanted to say thank you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next video, and I hope you all are having an amazing day. Bye!